The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Welcome everyone to episode 168 of the Daily Mother Swole Flex Friday. Everyone, contract your muscles and flex them if you got them. Number 168, it is Friday, and yesterday talked about the 3 benefits of training to failure. And today I am going to talk high reps of failure. Today I'm talking about failure itself. I told you yesterday, today is one of the most important episodes that you can watch, that you can listen to. This is some straight fucking truth. This is the type of episode that gets me amped up. This is the kind of episode that most people do not have a concept of. And this is the type of episode that can change anyone's workout, even the one that you're doing, and your mentality. And it's one of the hardest things that you will be able to accomplish ever in your life, just because of our wiring and your genetic wiring, how you're designed, how you have evolved as a human being, fights you on this concept every step of the way. So it's very hard to break through this whole little idea that I'm going to deliver to you right now. Why you need failure for muscle. You need to train to failure. Let's talk about failure. As I stand here, failure is going to be defined as the concept of going till you cannot do another single repetition. That is your muscle's limit. That is your body's maximum capacity. That is your body's endpoint. That's your ceiling. Your ceiling. That's what you're capable of at any moment during any workout. In order to get more results, you have to push your body on and beyond what it's capable of, to its limit. This is going to do what is called force adaptation. When you force adaptation, when you put your body under duress, your body will have to adapt in order to handle that stress in the future. Your body will have to adapt to handle that stress in the future. That adaptation could be muscular endurance, more mitochondria, could be larger muscle size. It's going to be an increase in muscle size, diameter, capacity, force production. It's going to be all sorts of different things depending on how you train. That's why your workouts need to be consistent, regular, and that exposure has to be repetitive in order so your body can actually adapt. If it's random, if it's on and off, a couple one week, a couple another week, 5 times one week, 1 times another week, it's not going to be enough. Your body will not have a chance to adapt. Your body will not have a chance to adapt. It will not have a chance to grow in order to see that change that you're trying to put upon it. You need to force adaptation. You need to live in colder weather regularly so your blood thickens, so you get used to the cold. You need to live in hot weather so your blood thins and you learn how to sweat better and regulate body temperature better for living in warmer climates. Your body needs to be exposed to it. It needs to acclimate. It needs to adapt. Okay. In my opinion, from my experience, there are levels of failure. There's that failure where your body is like, ooh, this burns. That first level of burn. Then there's that numbness. Then there's that next burn. And then there's the absolute failure. You have different levels, different waves of failure. You have your body kind of telling you, whoa, this is dangerous. This hurts. This is burning. I need to back off this. This is dangerous. You should stop. What you have to do is be able to say, no, I'm going to keep going. Then the body you feel like a numbness in the muscle. You keep going, the pump, it fills, it swells with blood. And then you almost have like a second wave of burn, a second level of initiation of fatigue, and then you go until you can't go anymore. So you have these different waves, different levels. Everyone's going to be different or feel them or perceive them differently. But you have different levels. Those warning signs are evolutionary defense mechanisms. It's called a negative feedback system. When you have pain, you stop doing what causes you pain, and then the pain decreases. Your heart rate increases, your body releases hormones in order to make your heart rate decrease. Your activity level needs to go up. You start moving quicker. Your body needs more oxygen, so your body increases heart rate to increase. Your body will adapt and respond in a negative feedback to do X, Y, and Z to reverse the stimulus, whether it's increased blood flow, decreased blood flow, increased heart rate, breathing rate, respiratory rate, sweat rate, whatever it is, for exercise, for what you're doing. It's called a negative feedback system. It's called adaptation. It's protection. Your body protects itself from stress. If some shit is going down, your body is going to defend itself. Your body will live no matter what. You get frostbite, you don't get frostbite on your stomach. You don't get frostbite, and I'm saying on your stomach, I mean in your stomach. You don't get frostbite in your heart first. You get frostbite in your extremities. You get frostbite on your fingertips, on your nose, on your toes, on your limbs. Your body will chop off and kill off every single external extremity until it has no more to get rid of, and it only has what it absolutely needs. You don't need your arms to live. You don't need your legs to live. You don't need your ears to live. You don't need your nose to live. You don't need your lips to live. There are all these different things that your body will sacrifice in order to stay alive, and that's called survival. It's a survival mechanism. Weightlifting is no different. Exercise is no different. Your body is adapting to survive and adapting to withstand the stress that you're putting on it in the gym. Your body does not want to die from running on a treadmill. Your body does not want to die from doing dumbbell curls. So your body will get stronger and protect itself so it won't get injured. Intermission for a moment. Remember, triple live broadcast, Facebook Live, Periscope, Busker. I'm also on YouTube, youtube.com/Swolenormous. That's my YouTube channel. Subscribe, check it out, get the hell on there. And also, it's a podcast, SoundCloud, iTunes, and Stitcher, every single episode of The Daily Swole. Other things to think about. Goal is 1 million hearts by New Year. So if you're on Periscope, anywhere, Busker or Facebook, and you like what I'm saying, if you're, oh man, I agree, this is a good point, then tap some hearts. Tap some hearts, show some support, because for all I know, these are just electronic bots that are logged into my program. So if you like what I'm saying, show some love, float some hearts. And again, on Periscope, the goal is 1 million by New Year's. Just a fun little thing to aim for. Again, if you're joining me right now, we're talking about failure, the importance of failure. True failure. True failure. So the adaptation, your body is evolutionarily designed to avoid failure. True failure is literally going until you can't do another rep. It's literally going to that limit. This is when you need either a spotter or an external push and motivation. That's why a personal trainer, that's why a group class, that's why, something listening to one of my episodes, having someone there to absolutely motivate you and push you till you can't do anymore, to make sure that you're going to be safe and spot you and stand there. And if your muscles give out, they'll grab the weight from you, spotting you properly. True failure is absolutely failure. I'm not saying, ooh, I'm tired, it burns, I don't feel like doing another one, I'm really fatigued, and you stop. That's not true failure. That's pussy failure. That's weak failure. That's superficial failure. That's I don't even know what else to call it. That's just surface failure. It's not, it's like a dishonorable discharge. It's dishonorable failure. Let's just call it that. It's not true to your body. It's not real. It's not failure. It's a little burn. It's a mental perception. It's your brain's perception of the danger that's and the external force that's on your body. It's the perception. Remember, pain is a perceived effect. It's how your body experiences what's going on. Oh, I'm lifting weight. Your body feels this burning sensation in the arms. But is it really burning? Honestly, is it really burning? Oh, it really hurts. It hurts. Does it really hurt? What does hurt really mean? It feels uncomfortable. What does that mean? Remember, it's going to feel different for different people. It's going to feel more severe for certain people than other people. But it's up to you how to perceive it or how to acknowledge it. Acknowledging the pain is one thing. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but you can also shut down and ignore the pain. You can. You can. To a point, of course, I know it's a practice. It's a practice. The more you undergo lifting, the more you undergo training, and the more you undergo this kind of pain and stress, the more your body will adapt to be able to handle that feeling. It's a feeling. It's not a fact. These are the things that you can change and work your mind around to push yourself further and further and further in your training. So you have to be the external motivation yourself. An external motivator would be me. I'm telling you, come on, push it, 2 more, 3 more. A personal trainer, a friend, listening to music. Those are all external forms of motivation. Here's what you need to think about. You, everyone that's watching, you need to be the external motivation. You need to step outside your body and train yourself. That might sound like, oh, what the fuck is he talking about concept? You need to step outside your body and train yourself. You need to be your own personal trainer. You need to yell in your own ear. You need to actually leave your body. You need to have an out-of-body experience. When I train, it's almost meditative. You have to literally step outside your body and look at yourself training and watch yourself and push yourself and analyze yourself as if you are training someone else. I have an advantage because I also have trained thousands of clients. So I can visualize myself as a person and me standing outside myself, training myself. I also visualize myself as a skeleton. And the only muscle that's working, and the only muscle I have on my body, I visualize as bones. The only muscle I have are the muscles that are working. I can visualize the skeleton. I can visualize those 3D models. And the only muscles on this skeleton are the ones that are working during the exercise. So I isolate very well. It's very, very mental. You have to step outside your body. That's why meditation is great. That's why focus and kind of like a Zen-like state, a moving meditation is fantastic. Again, wait for it. That's why yoga is so important. Yoga and the breathing and the moving meditation aspect and that practice will help your training because you can step outside yourself and train yourself from an external standpoint. That's something you might have never heard before. That's something a lot of people have no fucking clue about. Most people they don't put stress on that kind of, the importance of this concept if they even are aware that it could possibly exist. Going to failure is the only way you're going to see results. Do you need to be in the gym for 2 or 3 hours? No. Do you need to do 10, 15 sets per exercise? No. You don't need to do these massive workouts if you're doing your workouts properly, if you're using your time wisely. Yeah, it's hard fucking work. Yeah, you have to work hard all the time. You have to push yourself. You need volume. But at the same time, you can get a lot more done in a lot less time if you use that time effectively. 5 sets, just below true failure, as opposed to 2 sets to absolute failure. The 2 sets to absolute failure is going to be much more traumatic on the body, and it's going to be much more effective in getting your results. One of the biggest things that people do when they get back into the gym, when they first start training again, when they train a new client, if they're a personal trainer, one of the biggest things that people fuck up on is they don't underestimate how out of shape they do underestimate how undertrained and how, I don't want to say how underexposed the muscle is to stress. It's not always how much weight people are lifting when they first come back into the gym after an injury or after a layoff. It's going to failure. So when I go to the gym, when I've been coming back, I have not been pushing to absolute failure because that failure point is severely traumatic, and that's where the body is going to get that extreme soreness and get a lot of shock, and you have to be careful with that. Training to failure is more important than I can even get across in this episode. If you don't know about failure, if you are not training to failure, don't lie to yourself and think that you're pushing yourself hard in the gym. I can't emphasize enough how many of you are absolutely 100% not training to failure, and you know who you are. If you're struggling with results, you're probably not pushing to failure. If you are hitting a plateau, you're probably not pushing to failure. You're not. Are you going to? You cannot do another rep to save your life. Are you going to failure? Are you pushing yourself hard enough? I'm not saying murder yourself and injure yourself. I'm saying push yourself to your limit in order to adapt and get more results. We're talking natural training. We're talking getting results naturally. We're talking pushing yourself to your genetic capacity. And it has to go to failure, and it has to go beyond. And the only way to go beyond is to take the initiative and get that mental strength, get that mental vantage point. You need to meditate. You need to step outside your body. You need to push yourself, and you need to push yourself beyond what your defense mechanisms will logically allow. Thank you for joining me for episode 168 of The Daily Mother Swole. Again, I'll save for a brief moment after on Periscope for Q&A. Remember, YouTube at Swolenormous got a bunch of videos that will be posted today and through the weekend. This weekend is going to be a huge weekend for content. Got a new vlog, probably going to be coming out today. I got some new spotlight videos, driving while gaining, exercise video. Seriously, there's so much content that I have uploaded and ready to go that is going to be released throughout the weekend. So stay tuned. The exercise video is going to be coming today. The Swole Motion, the vlog is going to be coming today. I just posted episode 167 from yesterday for the Daily Swole, so stay tuned for that. Remember, hearts on Periscope, likes on Busker. What's going on, Taylor? I am about to sign off, so I'll be on Periscope for Q&A. Remember to check out the Triple Live broadcast every day at 12 noon Eastern Time if you're listening on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Stitcher, Facebook, Periscope, and Busker at Swolenormous, YouTube.com at Swolenormous. And let's see, anything else I have to cover? Nope. It's Flex Friday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Let's attack tomorrow, episode 169 of The Daily Mother Swole. Enjoy. Train to failure. Peace out. See you mañana.